Well, good morning. Our next couple this morning, everybody already knows that John was able to resign from his position as the morning show host for the local TV station in Omaha about a year ago to go full time with us after doing it a number of years part time. John and Kristi have raised two children. They have four adopted children currently living with them. They manage life as good as anybody I've ever seen. They may not feel like it at times, but I've seen much lesser things take people out of our business because our business is put in, it's our extra time. And sometimes when you have four adopted children and Kristi still runs her own company, you don't have extra time. You're just finding time. It's a little bit different. But the reason I've got y'all here this morning and the reason for this highlight is on top of working this business, raising four children in your grandmother years and granddad years. Well, you're the same age I am. You guys have also you guys use the products and you have physically transformed. Why I want to do this highlight is when I saw Kristi, I'd already noticed how skinny your face was, John, but when Kristi sat next to you, I feel like you both look this is not just a compliment, it's a fact. Y'all both look 7, 8, 9 years younger than you did even 90 days ago. So talk to us about what products you used, what you did working out wise, drinking water, what you ate, and how much weight y'all have lost the last 60 days.
Last 60 days.
Let's go.
Yeah, I started 7 months ago in December. And my blood pressure was going up, like very dangerously, stroke level up. I do struggle from that because of family stuff. And so my doctor scared the crap out of me. I mean, that's just really what happened. And so here I had been concentrating on everyone else except for myself. And so I just like had this epiphany. I was just like, I got to do something. And it was so easy for John just to take the drops and follow the program, men's metabolism. Everything is so much easier, but it's never been that easy for me. I mean, I could lose 10 pounds easy. Okay. Well, I want to say easy, but it would work, but then I couldn't get past it. And so my doctor actually said she's done the drops. My doctor was on the drops. She's lost 30 pounds on the drops and she's had a family on the drops. And so she's like, got to get back on those drops. Your blood pressure is getting out of control. You could die. I mean, you're stroke level. And so I was just like, okay. And so she said, I want you to do the drops with intermittent fasting. I'd never wanted to do intermittent fasting, and nor do I'm not telling everybody to do that here. It's just, I have blood sugar issues as well. And so she's just like, and I was scared to do it because of the blood sugar. She goes, it will actually help you with your blood sugars. And so that's what I started doing. And so I did intermittent fasting. I followed program. I did not exercise or anything for I started exercising 7 weeks ago. I hate exercise. I seriously, I am not an exercise person. And so, yeah, I just was obedient to the process. Now, I did add Advantage, and I'm going to tell you, micronutrients in your body, you need nutrients, you guys. And so I take all the vitamins, I take the optimals, I take the program. And initially, in many years ago when this program came out, they did put it together with many of our products. And I just started implementing those products and seeing the difference like I did when I first tried the program. So I was going back to square one. That's what everybody has to do.
Kristi, let me clarify real quick for those watching this. So you do the drops with intermittent fasting. Let me ask you a question about the intermittent fasting. By the way, for those that are watching this video I've never met, I've got my master's in nutrition, and I will promise you that there's nothing better for blood sugar levels than fasting and or intermittent fasting. The longer you go without eating and spiking blood sugar at all, that gives your metabolic function time to heal up a little bit and get back into a fat adapted state. So love your doctor that she's knowledgeable that way. All doctors are not knowledgeable that way. But can you talk to us about when did you intermittent fast? How long? When were your eating window? Did you do it every day?
I was scared to do that because, you have this addiction to food and eating, and it was just crazy how our mind messes us up. So she said, don't eat past 6 o'clock or 6:30, and don't eat and I want you to work your way up to it. And so if you think about it, 6:30 in the evening to 6:30 in the morning, 12 hours, right? And so then you got to add on to that. So I just noticed I would add on. See, I was used to eating at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I just pushed it to 9. Then I pushed it to 10, and now I don't eat till about 11 o'clock. And I don't care if it's breakfast or lunch that I eat at 11 o'clock. I just don't eat till then. I will drink some lemon juice, and I have been doing some celery juice. So, but I don't really count that in my fasting. So,
If you're a researcher, there's a guy named David Sinclair. He is the head longevity doctor in our country. He's at Harvard. David Sinclair eats one meal a day in the evening. So he's a really, really, really big proponent in the longevity world that fasting for long periods of time extends or gives a person the best chance to extend quality of life and life. And that's all clinically proven for all you analytical people. So you can go find him all over YouTube, social media, you name it. But he's a great one to follow. But he's really big that when you're trying to get to a good space on the intermittent fasting, that not eating for 16 hours is kind of the sweet spot. And then if you can shrink it and eat in less than 8 hours a day, it's even better. But 8 hours is kind of the window, which is exactly where you are, Kristi. And your face shows it big time. So let's talk about products. And so does yours, John.
Yes, yeah. Don't worry about me. I'm just the beauty of the
you
group.
started doing the intermittent fasting though without you just kind of.
She's down 45 pounds, so super proud of her. And she really, like we talked about, we've been part of this business and the drops for 11 and a half years. But like for the last 2.5 years, we've been focused on everybody else and our team and growing the business, doing all that we just kind of weren't really great about doing it. It's so hit and miss about doing stuff. And finally said, we need to probably put a priority on ourselves. So she started in December. I just did the last challenge in June and got really serious about it and lost 17 pounds in 28 days. And before that, really started getting back to working out. I was walking a lot, but then I had my knee scoped with a slight tear of my meniscus back in the fall. So really didn't get started again until the spring. And then like 7 weeks, 8 weeks ago, started going to the gym and started incorporating
Every
that,
day.
And
Every
you know
day.
how most people are. It's really one of those things. Here's what happens at the first of the year, right? January 1st, oh man, we're going to start eating better. We're going to start exercising. And you fail because it's too much. It's too much. So we tell people, let's work on the program. Let's work on your eating first. Then once you start feeling better, then we're going to start incorporating some walking, some other stuff like that, right? Because it does pay off. So I've been going to the gym more consistently now. I love it. I already went this morning and it just really starts my day off. And I just really
I heard Dr. Plant say, we're really about helping people feel better and then lose weight, right? And so let's feel great and then let's lose weight or because the thing is you got to get all this, I don't know, this stuff between the ears all fixed because our mindset is way off or distractions are way off. And so from December to about 7 weeks ago, I'm working on this to get the food right and get my momentum. And then I was going to work on the difficult part of exercise because that's really difficult for me.
Yeah. She's aging backwards. I'm aging like normal. I mean, she looks a lot young. She actually
I'm waiting for the collagen, you guys.
She's technically is older than me, barely, but she looks a lot younger than me.
9 months older, yeah.
So last question. You did the drops 3 times a day, obviously, because listen, we don't have anything at our company we sell as a fix it all. Like it's a program. We change our eating. The drops help with that. They give you the discipline to do so. They balance your body out. But we eat from the low glycemic food index, whole foods, lean meats, healthy fats, seeds, nuts, lean meats. So you got back on the approved food list. You added the Advantage, which is a new product that we have, very inexpensive add-on. It's got grains of paradise in it, a ginger root from Africa that really raises metabolism. You mentioned you have the Optimals, which that is our vitamin mineral that's in the physician desk reference. And some of our top doctors, I know one that y'all used to work with, always used to say, if you don't give your cells proper nutrition, they're always going to be subconsciously sending things to the brain that they need things, and it's going to be translated as I'm hungry. And until you give those cells good nutrients, you're always going to be hungry. So those are 3. What else should you use?
Okay.
I'm a product hog.
Well, okay,
I use everything.
So the Optimals twice a day, you guys. Really, I'm telling you, twice a day.
3 in the morning and 3 vitamins, 2 minerals in the morning, 3 vitamins, 2 minerals in the evening.
I do the omegas. Absolutely. And
let's pause there. So the omegas is an omega-3 fatty acid. Most of us have an omega-3, omega-6 imbalance. It's really good to get that imbalance. Inflammation will really come down. You'll feel like moving more. And then the simplified version is omega-3 is a really healthy fat. It comes in like salmon, fish, things like that. The easy way to look at it is the healthy fats help you release the bad fats. So, and plus a lot of research on omega-3 slowing down cognitive decline. So everybody wants their omega-3.
Right. I do Venali because I needed it for the skin. If I'm shrinking, I needed everything. And then I do Magna-Cal D at night, and I do Renew. I'm sorry, I just take it all. But I did not start doing Renew until 7 weeks ago.
Did you think it made a difference?
Oh my gosh. And I double it, right? I
Yeah.
double it because I notice as I'm losing, your body's trying to keep up with stuff. So I need it for my hair, I need it for my skin, I need it for my cells. And I'm going to just tell you, I'm jogging on the treadmill now. I don't think it was Renew that did that, but I think Renew helps me with that. And of course I'm doing weights.
Yeah. So,
So
I'll do all that. I'll do Rejuvenex as well. That's our natural energy supplement. I used to do early morning news, getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, getting very little sleep. I was taking caffeine pills. Not a good idea. And got on Rejuvenex, and it was a game changer for me. We also been doing MOA for 11 plus years. We started adding Noni a few years ago as well. I'll throw in Limu if my kids don't guzzle all down like it's juice.
Take them all.
So I take everything.
And Rejuvenex is a game changer for me every morning. I mean, I just took it right now because it helps me focus. It helps, at least mood. Yeah. But the thing is, Rejuvenex every morning is my routine. I wake up, I do 4 Rejuvenex. I do a probiotic and I do Advantage, and I head to the gym and I eat like a few little blueberries, get some some simple carbs in there and I know I'm fasting, but I only eat just a few so that I was getting a little dizzy and having some issues with being on an empty stomach at the gym.
Did I mention the shakes? I also do the shake, Pure
Yeah.
Nourish Cocoa Boost. Seriously, I take
We are
everything.
products of the product.
I even use the Noni soap.
Now we're looking like products of the
Yeah.
product. And that was huge to me. So don't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sarah, will you throw Kristen White's Facebook page in there that she created that teaches about all these products? That way people can hop on there and kind of see it all. By the way, John and Kristi, your regimen is almost identical to mine. That's exactly what I do. I started the intermittent fasting about 2 years ago, and I never thought I could ever cut off eating at 6 o'clock. We all have 2 or 3 weaknesses. So eating at night had been historically my weakness my whole life.
That was Kristi.
Never
9
eat
o'clock,
dinner those
10
nights
o'clock.
now.
At
It's
the
crazy.
munchies.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
But your body adapts. It will adapt, and it will live longer.
I agree. Amen, brother.
But I'm like you. I double up on Renew, and I actually double up on drops too when I'm trying.
You
And the
double
weight
that.
loss,
I need
do them
that.
regular
I
for
felt like
maintaining.
my hair, things were changing, and I was like, the more I read on Renew, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I need 2 of these at night. So he makes me my cocktail every night.
Yeah, so Renew, for those that don't know, is a natural approach to raising human growth hormone, which is the longevity hormone. The fountain of youth is what a lot of people call it, but it's got to be present for all cellular regeneration. So one of the side effects we'll hear from it is thicker hair all the time. In California this weekend, Amber's a hairdresser, and so many of those women in there were talking about how much thicker their hair had gotten since they got on Renew. And then also it's really good for hair, skin, and nails. The Venali you mentioned is a grapeseed extract out of Italy that tests off of some vineyards that test for over 600 pesticides. And it is #1 seller in China, #2 in Europe. They call it the beauty pill. Again, really good for hair, skin, and nails. And as you mentioned, drawing up that skin as you're losing weight.
You know what? I do notice that my skin on my knees and leg, everything's tightening. And that's what I've noticed with Renew. I just feel like things are tightening. And then just like my stamina, I mean, I'm just stronger. I feel stronger. But I know that Renew takes a little, you've got to give it time, you guys. Cells take how long to rejuvenate? Like 90 days, right?
Again, about every 90 days, most
Yeah,
things in the body,
so-
it's going to rejuvenate about every 2 years.
Yeah. So that Renew, just give it time, it will work.
Okay, thank you guys for sharing this morning. That was so powerful, and you guys look amazing.
Yeah, she does.